Давайте увидимся скоро. Не скучай. Вот эта бандура, знаешь, сколько стоит?
Ну, 1400 может.
250. Can I eat when I do this or no? Yeah.
He is the best athlete that I have actually had in the garage from testing standpoint and his performance. So combat athlete that I've had.
Mi khapi kang ni wena kang serlai se pe ka wena top da go. Stes mi mish patrasta. Așa bine, gata, gata, așa. Așa bine. Da, așa, forța așa.
Coach,
Why's these legs so small, short, bro?
brother, this is Iron Man legs.
He rides pretty good. One-on-one?
Yeah, me and him.
On the bike?
75 miles. Who you got?
Huh?
Who you got?
Me.
No, between us.
Let's go. I was already here, so I was going to go down, maybe get coffee, if I could get coffee.
Arman Tsarukyan versus Mauricio Ruffy is an absolute must-watch lightweight showdown. It's a classic clash of styles featuring Tsarukyan's suffocating, elite wrestling against Ruffy's explosive, highlight reel striking. The big question is, can Ruffy land a devastating blow before Tsarukyan drags him to the canvas? This fight is guaranteed to be a high-stakes thriller for MMA fans.
Go get him, go get the knockout. There you go, fight of the night, here we go. Good, good, good.
Tsarukyan suffocating, elite wrestling, highlight reel striking. Tsarukyan drags him to the canvas. Mauricio Ruffy's training camp focuses on sharpening his explosive striking, devastating power, and high-level kickboxing under elite MMA coaches. He drills precise timing, devastating counterpunches, and agile footwork to ensure he can keep dangerous grapplers at bay and deliver a highlight reel knockout at any moment.
But I'm happy the fact that Arman gets the opportunity to fight, because if he wins, when he wins his fight, he should get the next title
We
shot.
say when he wins.
When
this fight.
I'm going for my boy
You're
Arman. When he wins a fight.
I'm going for my boy Ruffy.
Okay, here we go.
Yeah. No, but honestly, I think he's a dangerous guy. He's a dangerous guy because he's probably the closest to Islam in that weight class. Like, I can't wait till that fight transpires one day. I know we missed it, but I think when it comes to striking, like his striking is different to Islam. Like Islam is kickboxing.
Yep.
Very technical. I think Arman has got nice boxing, good kicks as well.
Yep.
But his kicks are flashy.
Yep.
Like also like, just sharp kicks. So,
But I would say Ruffy moves
I lost
better.
my train of thought.
But Ruffy moves better on the feet. That's one thing that Arman's gonna have
better
to solve.
footwork, but distance.
That-
He's gonna need the distance.
Yes.
That's the thing. Ruffy's, that's the thing. If you give him space, that's how it works.
Yep.
So Arman is probably gonna close the distance ASAP.
Yeah.
Ruffy has the movement and range advantage, but Arman's path to victory is clear. Close the distance and force him into the kind of fight he doesn't want.
You have to almost play the same game that Islam did against Ian Gary. You stay out far enough where it's like, you can't hit me.
You don't know the threat until you're ready.
Exactly. And then once he throws a spinning back elbow or a spinning kick and it misses, I'm on you like white on rice. I'm not letting you go. I'm going to just like what BSD did to Ruffy, right? He was able to weather the storm, get across the void, and get on him and just wear on him. And I think Arman has that in his arsenal. So that's what I would do. I would just copy what BSD did. Like, we're going to do this, but 10 times better.
That's why the prediction leans towards Tsarukyan. If he survives Ruffy's explosive striking and gets inside, his wrestling and pressure could completely change the fight.
Fight stays on the feet. Yeah. Arman gets knocked the fuck out. No, he does. He does. I'm telling you right now.
That's crazy.
But it won't stay on the feet. Yeah. Look at what Benoit Saint-Denis did to Mauricio Ruffy. Ragdolled him. Face cranked him in the second round. Don't tell me that Arman Tsarukyan's not a better wrestler than Benoit Saint-Denis, because he is. And that's just a fact. And that's exactly what he's going to do to Mauricio Ruffy. If he stays on the feet, Ruffy's got the skills. He's tall, he's longer, he's quick, he's super slick, he's got spinning wheel kicks, knockout power, all that shit. But what good is that if you're on your back with Arman ragdolling you?
Not a fucking thing. And that's what I agree with everything Michael says and TJ. It's like Arman's got to find his way across the distance, get his hands on him, and to get him to the ground. Because if he does stand with them, he's got to deal with that. The weird movements. Like, you see it, and then when you actually get in there with somebody, it's like the way TJ moves. He moves a certain way, and if you're not used to seeing that, that's where you get knocked the fuck out, right?
So, this heated panel debate, the analysts compare Mauricio Ruffy's dangerous striking and creativity to the elite wrestling dominance of Arman Tsarukyan, noting how a ground battle changes the entire dynamic of the fight.
We will. Arman versus Ruffy kind of came out of left field. Arman's been having this crazy out of the UFC run, wrestling, doing jiu-jitsu, vlogging, he's everywhere. Against Ruffy, who's coming off a beautiful KO over Michael Chandler at the White House. Dude, this is an interesting fight. Ruffy throws power shots, big shots, boom, boom. He did get out grappled against Benoit, and that is Arman. Arman's gonna maybe come out there, try to take him down, but he's gonna be running into some serious danger, because Ruffy doesn't come out there and throw a bunch of combinations, let you get under his legs. He bounces around and throws big, hard shots that he knows he's going to land, or at least he thinks he's going to land. He's not going to go out there and waste punches. He's landing. He's trying to knock people out, and that's going to be an interesting fight. That's a hard matchup for Arman. If he doesn't get him down and control him right away, that's going to be an interesting fight.
In this breakdown, the hosts analyze the intriguing clash between Arman Tsarukyan and Mauricio Ruffy, highlighting how Arman's elite wrestling will be put to the ultimate test against Ruffy's dangerous striking power.
But I like Arman versus Ruffy, because Arman, he strikes a bit. He does grapple, and he did do really easy in the grappling against Dan Hooker.
Yeah.
But against people with a certain level of takedown defense, he does kind of struggle to get them down.
Yeah.
Here and there. Like we saw against Mateusz Gamrot, who's a great grappler, But some of these strikers are starting to figure that out. I don't know if you saw Quillan Salkeld get the win over Gamrot and dominate.
Dude,
but that was really impressive.
That was very impressive. The way, because Gamrot's so good at scrambling and just getting on top or getting up or just winning those scrambling positions. And for that guy, Kilsad?
Quillan Salkeld.
That dude, I've been seeing his name pop up, but I haven't really paid too much attention. I did watch that last fight. Extremely impressive. Dude is extremely confident. I think he's gonna obviously, make his way up the rankings and be a name to look out for.
Yeah, but still, that just goes to show that there is some adjustments that the lanky guy can make to deal with the shorter man with a better grappling thing. And Huffy is a sniper on the feet. This is actually a really dangerous matchup for Arman. And I want to say because Arman hasn't been in there too often recently.
The discussion further explores how Arman's recent inactivity and Ruffy's elite sniper-like precision on the feet could heavily impact the outcome of this high-stakes matchup.
Now Arman's number 2, and they're like, all right, here's Ruffy. Number 10, Ruffy. What do you think happens?
Dude, I think Arman wins that. I do think it was. I think the fact that he's fought twice now since that UFC 311 pullout, whatever, and said yes to Ruffy and said yes to Charles, and I think he was the official backup for the Ilya Gaethje fight as well. I feel like they're like, okay, he's one win away, but as much as I like Ruffy, I think that Arman Tsarukyan's gonna take him down, beat the fuck out of him, to be honest. But the only good thing to come out of this fact that we didn't get Charles versus Arman 2, which I think should have been priority number 1 sooner, honestly. I think it should have happened already.
The prediction is heavily leaning toward Arman's wrestling and grappling. Despite Ruffy's dangerous striking, the expectation is that Arman will use his experience and takedowns to control the fight and punish him on the ground.
What is going to be my pick for this fight? I'm going to be going with Arman Tsarukyan. I'm going to go with the odds here and going with how most people think. And I'm going to go a bit of a later submission. I'll go third round submission in this one. I think it'll be a little bit later than the Saint Denis fight, but we'll have to see how that ends up going. So why am I going submission a bit later? Well, a couple reasons for that. So if you look at Arman, while he does have a great ground game, it's the least amount of method victory for him. So only 26% of his wins, just 6 total, are by submission. He's got more knockout and more decision wins. So that's another reason why I'm leaning a bit of a later submission in this one. Arman's last KO win was in December of 2023, so he actually hasn't had a lot of knockouts recently. And Ruffy hasn't been KO'd since 2019. Ruffy also has only been submitted 1 time in his career. So again, I think it'll be a little bit later in the fight. Ruffy's striking is dangerous early. He has a puncher's chance, obviously, but especially with the speed and kicking game. But Benoit Saint-Denis exposed, in my opinion, some holes in his defensive grappling that Tsarukyan is even better equipped to exploit, in my opinion.
This comprehensive breakdown, analyst James Lynch predicts that Arman Tsarukyan's elite grappling and wrestling pedigree will eventually break down Mauricio Ruffy, leading to a pivotal late-round submission victory.